go around was a little different than your freshman year. You guys were, national seed last year. So what was the weight trying to watch the selection show out to see if you guys were in or out?
Yeah, it was hard. We were just looking at like D1 baseball projections and Baseball America, and just because after like every game it changes, and so even if we aren't playing the game, so we knew like who needed to win and who needed to lose to kind of help us get in, and so we were sweating out a little bit, but I had a good feeling that we were going to get in, so it was fun.
What was it like just when it popped up that you guys were going to Lubbock?
I mean, I thought I was excited because like we played them last year a couple times, and they played them a couple years before, and I think it's cool to like go to the other places in the country. Like even in the SEC, you travel everywhere, but for regional, it's kind of cool to go to Texas Tech and see what's there, and so I think it'll be a good experience.
What do you think clicked for you guys 2 weekends ago to get you here? Because otherwise you're probably not playing.
Yeah, I mean, I think just knowing that like it could be the end, and for those seniors like Blake and Nelly, we just didn't want them to go out like ending their season here, and so I think versus Missouri, like we knew they were a really good team, and we knew we had to go in there and win. I think Friday night we had momentum. I feel like winning the first game of the series is really big for the whole rest of the weekend, and so once we won that, I just tried to keep the momentum going when I pitched the next day, and then after we won that, we had more momentum, and so I think it was just not one day in our season and wanted to keep playing.
And that's kind of on Tommy again Friday night, right?
Yeah.
Get the momentum started.
Yeah, for sure.
Of how important the first game is.
Yeah.
What do you know about Dallas Baptist?
I'm actually familiar with them because I'm from Iowa, and so my old high school coach in Iowa went to school with DBU's head coach. Okay. And so when I was in Iowa, they would teach a lot about like the launch angle and like exit velo, and so I know Dallas Baptist is like known for like hitting home runs and their offense, and so that's what I know about Dallas Baptist.
What's going to be your approach when you do get out there? It's going to be, since you just had the one game in the SEC tournament, it's going to be about 12 days maybe since your last start.
Yeah.
So how are you going to stay fresh and all that?
I threw like 4 innings the other day to scrimmage, and I felt good. And then it was good to like get a rest after Missouri because that was the most innings I've thrown. And so just stay relaxed and like try to repeat what I was doing towards the end of the season, and just stay relaxed and not try to like overdo it and just play my game.
What did you learn that will help you this year, last year, going through regionals and super regionals and all that?
Yeah, I just learned like just to relax and kind of like my first I pitched the game versus FAU, the regional final, and like I threw 40 pitches in the first inning and had like bases loaded, 3 walks, and so you just have to like calm the nerves and be ready right away. Like you can't go out there and be throwing balls right away, and so you just have to be locked in from the start. And then the next week versus Auburn in Game 3, I remember the first pitch of the game, the kid popped up, and I just like took a big deep breath because I got first out right away, and so just like settling in really quickly and just thinking that's another baseball game and not taking it like too much pressure and just kind of settling in right away is the biggest thing, I think.
You guys haven't won a national championship 2 years ago, been in the College World Series 4 years in a row. There's kind of always a target on your back. Do you feel like maybe not now, being a third seed in the regional?
No, I think there still is. Just because we're Florida and we've had great success here, and I think people know that we played well as of late, and like we can play well at any time, and so I think there's always a target on our back, especially in regionals, because like that could end anyone's season, and so I think every game's important, and yeah.
What will your process be to start Saturday? Because you won't find out who you're throwing against until after your game's over.
Yeah, I mean it won't be much different. Once I find out, I'll probably like watch the video on those hitters and stuff, because normally I'll just watch the game before and realize that, and so I try not to think too much about the hitters because it's just everyone's different, and so Sully calls the pitches, and so every pitch he calls, I just try to have trust in that and like throw it with conviction and know that my stuff's better than them. So that's just going to be the same approach.